Stephanie.
AV in school.
While the power strip up there was off. That wasn't feeding it. Okay, we might as well get started. Call the meeting to order, please. A pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. First on our agenda is the approval of the May board meeting minutes. Anybody have any comments, any questions, anything like that about last month's meeting minutes? I'd like to get a motion and a second to approve the May board meeting minutes. Motion by Chris, second by Christopher. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Town clerk report.
Nothing much. May receipts totaled $1,692, with $1,468.20 going into the journal. Other than that, auditors were here again today. They're going to be here tomorrow, and I think the last day will be Friday.
Can maybe can we get a list of what we've done for our purposes today?
Well, sure.
Just so that we can have a running list.
Yep. You mean just earmarked, not spent?
Oh, no, yeah.
Will do.
Anything else? Assessor is not here tonight. Lynn, do you want to comment on anything? Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate the update. Dirk, Highway and Water. Just for clarifications on the mowing side of things, Dirk, I mean, is it just the town roads that you're mowing, or you are? We get reimbursed for the other roads that we do mow, correct?
what,
Is there anything that you guys wouldn't tackle size-wise? So they started boring a hole in the ground without any of you guys actually there then?
Well,
No, I mean, you're talking a significant amount of money, right?
and that's the second mistake they made within a day or two.
The following day, another group, luckily it's not us, but it's over 30 minutes chance to go on the northwest corner. Albany was up. there was a time that we were from basic to that. So that's all stuff.
Can you just, I'm sorry.
Just hang on to that.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, why not?
So we've gone down to Gulf Road and replaced a curb box for house service. We've been out listening for leaks. We thought we heard something we couldn't figure out. We couldn't turn the water off to isolate, so we went down and replaced that. And we have 3 new applications for services. 2 of them are going to have to be drilled on the road. One's on 237 down by the school where the new houses are being built there. So the new house being built right now, they're going to want to service. And then the gentleman on Hubbardton Road, has got the bees.
Aaron Green.
Aaron, he wants a service. He ran his out already. He's paid his application fee and everything. And he's ready to go. It's very wet over there. He's anxious to get it, but he had a pump going the whole time. They dug it was only 4 foot deep. The pump shut off. In a matter of 5 minutes, the water was 2 foot in the ground. So that may be a challenge to even drill or tap over there. But
Just gonna have to wait, right?
yeah, you may have to wait. We can go over and dig a test hole. It's real wet. I'll sink a pipe in, and we can start pumping like the day before or something, or that morning, do it in the afternoon. Try to get the water under control down. We'll see what happens. That should be it for me.
Okay.
You good? Dirk, I got a question too.
Yep.
Being that we're doing the state lawn mowing sides too.
Yep.
Does that include like the bridges too, like county line coming in?
We don't have to do anything over guardrails. They have a boom mower, so they said they would take care of that. So that's not in the contract. It's just drop the mower and drive. So what we can get, then they come out and inspect it. So they've been satisfied the past couple of years. But they'll do any. They do have a boom mower that did come through and get some. Our bridges will go out and weed whack them at some point if they're behind guardrails and stuff. We did do Creek Road. It was a visibility thing to get out there as fast as we could, and we did up by Creek Road and Fancher. So
I wish they'd up the ante a little bit, especially coming in. This is coming into the town of Murray, and that bridge looks terrible.
oh, the canal
County,
bridge.
it sets the tone coming right into the
Right.
valley, the village, and everything with everything going on. And I'd just like to see it get done more regularly, or if there's anything they can even put down that's
To
not
keep it.
harmful that can keep it down.
Right. There is a township that was doing spraying. We had a superintendent's meeting, and they might not be doing any spraying anymore. The DEC came out, and they might be. They're licensed and everything to do it, and the headaches that go along with it, and then they would go around and do some other towns. One of the highway superintendents asked about it because he said the village wasn't doing it, and they had the whole rig. So I don't know if they're like just weren't doing it this time, or they're not going to do it anymore. So it's getting to be, when it comes to chemicals, it's getting to be a
Yeah,
problem.
especially over the canal. You worry
Yeah.
about drift. You worry about boaters. Other people on the canal path. There's a lot of issues going on with doing something like that there. Not like it's just
Regulations aren't getting any easier. Some of it you can understand, some of it is just difficult. But you got to do it.
Yep.
So.
Anything else? Code enforcement, Chad's not here tonight. I'm just gonna go right straight to County Legislator John Fitzak. Anything you wanna comment on? Thank you. Public comment as it pertains to any resolutions or agenda items. Anybody have any public comments regarding anything on the agenda? I know that I had asked for Ray Santoro to be here tonight, but I'm assuming that Mr. Kenny is appearing in his stead. So, John Kenny, you have the privilege of the floor to talk about the Historical Society, Murray Holly Historical Society.
I can stand up. It's all right. Put together a booklet. We did this, let's see, last Friday, and Dan received my information. I don't know to whom he delivered it to, though.
You delivered it to me.
And I'm assuming that all of you, in turn, have seen the packet.
Yes.
So that I'm here to answer any questions. I can tell you what I have in my records. I'll give the floor back to you guys.
And I'll be the first to admit that I honestly really didn't know a lot about the Murray Holly Historical Society. I've been there before. I've walked in the building, but when Danny sent that information to me, it kind of informed me as to some of the things that you guys do that I was totally unaware of. And actually, one of the questions that some of our board members had, they didn't know your hours of operation.
They're by appointment or every Saturday, or could be from noon until 3 o'clock, where members of the Historic Society are there. It is open whenever our president is doing his honeydew list for the society. He's down there pretty much every day working on various projects, be it machinery, be it paperwork, working on grants. So as far as that goes, that pretty much covers it.
I know you guys just had a new roof put on the Historical Society, which was a big expense.
Yes.
And that is one of the topics that I've been talking to Mark Bauer about, the village mayor, and also Danny as well, about the town contributing towards the roof repairs. I have talked to the board about that. They actually kind of presented a different idea, which I'm hoping
I'm here.
I know that Danny had mentioned something about having a handicap access ramp built for the Historical Society.
We showed up for a estimate last week. They at Bonteam Medical had a mix-up in their records. So we called, because we did it an hour and a half, from 9:30 until close to 10, 10:30, 11. We now have it rescheduled for Wednesday, June 19th at 9:30 or 10:30, whatever Dan finally got them to identify. It is a project in which the Historic Society is going to cover the entire cost over the 21 years that I have been a member of the Historic Society. I started as a trustee when I was on the village board. I've been very active all the way through it. We anticipate that for the ramp that's being mentioned, that's going to be about maybe $11,000 top. Over the 21 years that I've been active, our treasury has gone from $7,000 to the fundraising project, another grant that we've done after, to where it was less at $46,000. Now, to accumulate that much money, we've been fortunate to have a grant from Johnson & Johnson with matching funds from the O'Brien family. And so that nets us $6,000, of which we received $3,000 so far, and we intend to use that by putting it in our checking account and cover the expense. Right now, that means in our checking account, we have a little over $11,000. So we figured that in order for us to be compliant, we would do that. We anticipated that the village and the town, because they are pretty much, as we are concerned, the owners, that they would come to us half. Now with $11,000 in checking for the rent, and then we have worked diligently over 21 years to get the treasury to where it was $46,000. If you add $6,000 chunk in 3 or 4 years, you can see how that may grow. We do bake sales. We have learned that we can get anywhere from $300 up to our top has been $751. If you've read the packet, I hope you have, you'll notice that in terms of this particular page, that's what our president, Dan Mon, he wrote by himself. I, in turn, I supplied you with the financial package that you have here. I have it as annual. I am prepared and then identify monthly if that is still required. I know that when I was mayor, I came before this board on 3 different occasions about Mr. Youngman, I believe that may have been on the board at that time, where we talked about funding from the town of Murray. I would ask, do you recall what it first started out as? Because I have a recollection, but I'm not sure. I thought it started out at $500. That's what was agreed to. With Supervisor Sidonio, it had gone up to, I believe, in 2021 or 2022 to $1,500. Now, according to my records, I have not found any documentation for 2023 or 2024. I did get an opportunity to speak with Mayor Bauer. I believe he talked with you, Mr. Reitmeyer.
He did.
And he said that as long as we were going to put the bill for half, which would be $12,350, he encouraged Mr. Reitmeyer and this board to split the remaining $12,350 with them. I don't know where things stand right now. We are in sound physical. Well, that's kind of hazy because right now, you know that the youngest active member of your historic society is 65 years old.
I have been told that that's probably Raymond Santoro. Yeah.
That's fact. So that I'm one of the old ones. I'm one of the dinosaurs. And I'm 83. So that we encourage you as board members to join, to encourage others if you have newsletters to in our best interest, I believe, join. We're trying to attract the young people, younger people. I've worked very diligently, I think, with veterans, fire department. When I'm out walking around or down at the museum, anybody walks by, I greet them. I just step in their way. How are you doing? Who are you? Are you interested in the history of this community? Because it's that dire right now, whether one likes it or not. Pardon? Yes, we do. but that's for members only. Yes, because what we have found and observed, when you just put a website out there, you would be amazed as to the people that want to use it. Not always for good. So because we have set it up, made it for members only. That would then in turn allow, if you join, access to that. You would not be unaware of what's going on. Well, we've had open houses, we've gone to June Fest, we've done Halloween Fest, with the tree lighting, we have posted with cookies and hot chocolate, candy for the kids. We've been in parades. Okay. Yeah. It's aluminum, yeah. It's, you know where the bell is? It's gonna be starting there along that, is that the east side?
Yeah, east side would be towards the store, right? Yeah.
It's gonna start, but that's all steps. That's sticky. So we're gonna have a ramp outside the building, go around the corner. We have a door in the back that is already more than ample for wheelchairs. Well, we don't know what the estimated gets, so it's up to them to change our mind. Right now, we're in line for aluminum because it's light, you can manage it, you think it has a longer lifespan.
Oh, the other one would be a porch. I would help you.
Give Danny a call. He's more than welcome to be there when the
Because there's a couple apps. And I think this will last.
in terms of your book, the financial records and stuff, is there a line item on the budget for the
I know
facility?
there's a line item now. Whether
Yeah.
yeah, there's a line item. We'll check that.
There was a period, not for any of you members, but going way, way back when I first started in 1998, with the whitelist that comes through the canal. Doing that, over to that way, be understanding anywhere from 550 to 750 whitelist. I'm sure it's the case where I find that old enough that I introduce myself. They now know that I'm the former mayor. Realize they come to set up with the line two. So be off the first, but over the hill. When they leave at Buffalo, and then they go to Medina, they always feel steel off the west side of the line. I think that there were quite a variety of states and people that were on that field. One lady made it a point saying, "You don't do anything." So my parents would be setting up the community. I would encourage you to do something you can, especially the lifestyle. It's not very good. It's a bad. The village of Hollywood, not a barrel.
I have talked to Mark about this. I think the board is in agreement that we do want to, monetarily add to the Murray Holly Historical Society. When I talked to Mark, he had talked about the 50% paid from the Historical Society and the 25 and 25 from the village and from the town. I think the board's thought was, instead of that, would we be able to offer the same amount of money, that 25%, which was $6,175, towards this ramp that you guys are preparing to install? I know the roof has probably already been paid for, I'm assuming. I mean, would the Historical Society be agreeable to having us use that $6,175 towards the ramp that you guys are going to install? I guess, in essence, it's the same amount of money. It's just a matter of whether we put it towards paying for the roof that's already been paid for, or put that money towards the ramp.
I mean, I'll check and I'll make sure supervisor knows. Okay.
I have a question. Is Marcia still the historian? Because part of our budget is also her salary. Because I didn't see her name on any of the information.
I did join your Facebook page the other day, so that was enlightening to kind of see chronologically what you guys have been doing over.
The first Wednesday, you said in July.
Where is that held again, Sean?
Right now, because we're still working on
what time does it start, John? 10 o'clock.
Two things.
I just realized who you were.
No, how are you?
Good. I'm not gonna tell you that.
Oh, it's all right. You can tell me. So everybody knows me anyway. I'm very much supportive of this wheelchair ramp and everything, but I am one of the ones I want to see it get done and get it done soon. I would like to have it done before the October festival so that people get in there. I don't want any delays to it, you know. And
We
some
have to wait to give you an idea. We have to do it to get the look. We've got
That's why we want to do it. So far, we're
The second thing I'd like to see, because there's not a lot of traffic going through it since there's not a store right now back there. I would like to see a little sign, like some fold out sign in the up in the square. That is there that can tell you that there's one down there. Maybe something that's really visible. I mean, as much as I go through there, I've never seen it.
No, on the building?
Yep.
I was thinking more like in the square.
Yeah, no, something in the square to tell them that, you know, like a fold out sign, open, the museum's open today, because there's nobody going back there unless they're going down to the falls park. There's no reason for anybody to go back there right now. So I think if people know it's back there, they might.
All of the lighting, all those things. One year while I was there, you can't live all the time. That's why I do money. So when you say, you can't give you the services.
Yeah, maybe if that sign did say like open every Saturday 12 to 3 and or by appointment only during something.
The wording is up to, it's not going to be up to what you said.
Well, I think we're all in agreement as a board that we do definitely want to put that money forward towards the historical society.
No, second.
Absolutely. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. On to new business. We've got 5 resolutions that we want to discuss here tonight. The first one is the installation of 80 linear feet of pipe to fill in a ditch in front of the property at 17128 Rockport Holly Road. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Murray hereby authorizes the installation of approximately 80 linear feet of pipe to fill a ditch in front of the property at 17128 Rockport Holly Road, and be it further resolved that the cost of supplies is the responsibility of the property. Making a motion. Motion by Berg, second by Christ. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Second resolution is approving the 2024 annual highway expenditures of monies agreement. Resolved that pursuant of section 284 of the highway law, the town board of the town of Murray agree that monies levied and collected in the town for repair and the improvement of highways and received from the state for the repair and improvement of highways shall be expended as follows. Dollar amount comprised of general repairs for the 2024 budget of $145,000, the New York State CHIPS projected amount for 2024 of $265,049.41, totaling $410,049.41 shall be set aside to be expended for primary work and general repairs as needed upon 29.09 lane miles of town highways, including sluices, drainage ditches, culverts, and bridges. I'll get a motion from the board here to approve that. Motion by Bauer, second by Chris. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Third on the list here is approving the fireworks permit issued to Hickory Ridge Golf and RV Resort. Whereas Hickory Ridge Golf and RV Resort have requested issuance of a fireworks permit for July 6th, and whereas Young Explosives Corporation has submitted all required documentation to the town of Murray Now therefore it is resolved that the town board of the town of Murray hereby approves the issuance of a fireworks permit to Hickory Ridge Golf and RV Resort for July 6th, 2024. We'll get a motion in a second to approve that. Motion by Christopher, second by Chris. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? The fourth resolution are water rate increases. Whereas the town of Murray water suppliers, Monroe County Water Authority, and the town of Albion have both raised their water costs by 23 cents per 1,000 gallons. It is resolved that the town board of the town of Murray hereby authorizes the following changes in water rates. From $6 per 1,000 gallons to $6.25 per 1,000 gallons for residents. From $5 per 1,000 gallons to $6.25 per 1,000 gallons for farmers. From $10 minimum fee to $12.50 minimum fee for those who use 2,000 gallons and less. Can I get a motion and a second? Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Bauer. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Fifth and finally is declaring the chairs obsolete, no longer needed for town use. Be it resolved that the town board of the town of Murray hereby declares 13 chairs from the highway and break room areas obsolete and no longer needed for town use, as they are dangerous to use and or broken. And it is further resolved that the highway superintendent is authorized to discard of these chairs. Can I get a motion in a second? Motion by Christopher, second by Ms. Berg. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Old business, Village of Holly water contract. Dirk, any comments on that at all?
Is measuring the water selling costs. The contract originally stated that we maintain all the calibration and maintenance to that meter, which we have done, and then we charge, in reverse, there's no charge to us for the meter. IDA Park, there's two contracts, one to them, and then they have one to us. Very similar, but basically the same thing. We've been charging them $150 for the IDA Park because we own it and maintain it. So what they're going to do with theirs is they're going to take ownership and maintain it and calibrate and do all that stuff to it. We're going to get rid of all the meter fees and clean up. I'm hoping that we can clean up the bills, so we can start from scratch. And it'll go on. I mean, it's been a contract since 1977, just gets re-upped. But this will clean it up, and we'll just continue on. We're just going to get rid of the bill, the meter fees. Yeah, we're going to be responsible for our own.
Who's going to do that?
Are they aware?
Yes, they, their attorney,
Oh, okay.
provided us with the contract. So, to offer what they wanted to do. So we just had to review it and see if it was all right with us.
Okay, thank you, Dirk. A brief update on the West Brockville Road, Heinsberg Road water line extension. I was out today to 3 of the 6 properties getting water samples, metals, nitrites, and coliform and E. coli. Took those samples to Lozier Labs this afternoon. I've got 3 other houses that I have to set up appointments for here in the upcoming week or two. And once we get the results, we'll submit them to the engineer. We'll submit them to the grant writer and put all these results into this grant application so that hopefully we can secure this grant and get the water down on both of those roads. So we're halfway there with respect to the water sampling. So thank you, Stacy, and everybody that allowed me into their homes here today to grab the water samples. Much appreciated. Pay bills and approve supervisor's financial report. Motion by Mr. Christ, second by Mr. Christopher, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. I know we have on the agenda here executive session. I'm not quite sure if we actually really want to go into executive session. We talked about it previous, so I think we're good. Okay. Motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Chris.
Second.
Second by Mr. Christopher. All in favor? Aye.
I'm not bashful.
Meeting adjourned.
It wouldn't be a normal meeting if you didn't do it. 'Cause you're the one that always does it. You do the same.
Yeah.
They'll be in the house. Yeah, how you doing? We're doing it.
Oh. Every week.